In this video, we're going to go over the 3 types of line drawings. You're going to be expected to use all 3 types in your next to longer drawing of nature items. If you're a kid who comes to school, I have some items. You can also find things at your home. If you're a remote student who's always at home, you're going to need to go outside and find some leaves, sticks, rocks, flowers, whatever you would like to draw. But you need 5 items to draw in that drawing. But this is just to go over the 3 types so that you know how to do it. So the first type, contour drawing, is just like it sounds. It's very simple, kind of basic. Most kids know how to do this type of drawing because this is the type of drawing that you have been doing most of your life already. So this leaf is already curling up. I was just trying to flatten him out a little bit. I don't want you to trace the leaves if you're drawing a leaf. Really, I want you to try and draw what you see. So if I'm doing a contour drawing of this leaf, I'm kind of carefully tracing the edges of the object with my eyes and drawing what I see. You do an outline, but then you also, in contour drawing, you do draw inside of it too. It's basically just like a line representation of whatever the object is that you're drawing. No shading required, just a simple outline. And we are going to go over, or we have already gone over, different types of lines. So like, for example, the stem in the leaf is thicker in one part, but it's thinner in another. So you should communicate that with your line. Try to get as many details as you can. There's all these little like circles on the leaf. So again, no shading required. We're just looking for interesting lines and detail. So in the drawing you're going to do that, you're going to actually turn in, you're going to pick 5 items and 3 of them are determined for you. So 1 is contour, 1 is cross contour, and 1 is gesture. But the other 2 are your choice. So if you like the simplicity and the basicness of just drawing contour lines, that's fine. You can pick that for those 2 of your choice. Okay? So that is contour drawing. And again, we can add more details, but we are just trying to get the edge exactly like we see it. And we're trying to get the lines inside to look exact. Basically, it's your basic drawing that you have probably been doing your whole life, okay? So, contour, all right? The second type, I'm not gonna finish it because I think you get the idea. The second type is, what was the second type? Cross contour. So similar to the first, so for this one I'm going to use the Starbucks cup because I decided in my little nature still life I wanted to do a little fall action. So with this one, I'm going to hold the cup and draw it. You do start this exact same way as you would with the contour drawing, just by getting the lines of the shape down. So same idea. The next part of cross contour, that's a little bit more difficult is you're trying to communicate this shape that is 3D, and you're trying to do that on a flat surface with no shading. So the basic idea of this is to draw cross contour lines. So that means drawing them so, and you can make them as close together as you want to, but they should kind of echo the shape of whatever it is that you're drawing. So I specifically chose the Starbucks cup for this example because it's a little bit easier to show the contour. It'd be like looking at a map that shows elevation. It's the same kind of idea. So we would just do this all along. Now, the cup shape itself is pretty simple. When you're doing a more complicated object, that's when it gets a little bit more challenging. But for like the top of the cup, I mean, you can pick which way you want the lines to go. You just need to communicate that, you know, the changes in the planes of the surface. So plane being, you know, this is a different angle and shape than this part of the cup. Same with this part. So this part is round. So I'm going to draw like these round lines. So depending on what you're drawing, this may take you longer. If you were doing like flower for the cross contour, it would definitely take you a longer time. But I do want you to draw something in nature. So the easiest thing I can think for this would be probably a stick, because then you could easily kind of trace the shape of the stick. So sometimes, I mean, in the example that I put on the page to kind of give you an example of how to do this, I believe they did a hand or a face. And that's what we also are going to practice on with the remote kids. Okay? And then if you want to add the Starbucks logo, you can, but I mean, really we're just looking for the cross contour line. So this one is cross contour. Okay? And the last one is the one you're all already familiar with, which is gesture. So for the gesture drawing, again, you're getting the essence of something, and it's supposed to be sketchy and quick. So I'm going to do the flower, but I'm gonna lay it in front of me so you're not going to be able to see it. But we just want to get, again, it's like get as much as you can in a short amount of time. And since this is a longer drawing, I do want you to spend some time actually making it look nice, but I want it to like, you want to like give the impression of something. So really this is up to you. So the leaf is back here, kind of hiding. You can't really see it, sorry. So it's not just scribbling, I am looking at what I'm drawing and I am trying to like draw where I see those things, but I'm just using that really sketchy line. Gesture drawings are usually quicker, but they can be really beautiful because getting the essence of something can be kind of nice, a nice change from contour and cross contour that takes a lot longer. And you can also add emphasis wherever you want, which is kind of nice too. So this is just the basic shape of that sunflower. It's not perfect, but if this was my longer drawing, I would take some time to actually make these things look a little bit more definite, still keeping with at least gesture style, but adding a lot more detail because I have all the time I want to do this, okay? So this one is gesture. So you need all three types. You need contour, you need gesture, and then you need cross contour. And then you will also need two more objects. So here's my, what I've started. I'm definitely not done. So I have a contour leaf, cross contour cup, and then I did a gesture pine cone over here, and then I have more leaves. So I'm definitely not finished with this, but I do have my 5 objects. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm just doing it like a little still life. So I did upload some pictures for the remote kids that you can use, and I'll probably put them in the drawing classes for the hybrid kids as well. But this is kind of what we're going for, is you're putting all 5 nature items together and you're just drawing them in different styles. And really, I put on there to fill the page. So let's say I'm a little bit, you know, blank up here. We could add shading, but you don't need to. We could just draw another leaf, draw a rock, draw a stick, whatever. Okay? If you have any questions about those 3 types of line drawings, please let me know.